Welcome, dear students, to Grade 10, Module 9, Lesson 5, Solving Systems of Equations Algebraically. Solving Systems of Equations Algebraically. Today we're going to look at page 539 of the Reveal textbook, examples 1 to 6, and this generally in the exam will carry about 8 to 10 marks. So let us see how to solve this example by using substitution when there is only one solution. So very quickly, in order to use substitution, we need to understand what substitution is. So we're going to delve very quickly into going through this example. So to begin with, we have two equations, and you always label your equations to make it very much more easy to understand as you are working. Right, so to begin with, always try and identify the coefficient which is 1, a coefficient of one of your variables which is 1. So that makes it very easy to work through. So in this example, we're going to look at equation 2, because equation 2, the coefficient of x is 1. So write your equation down. X plus 2y is equal to negative 12. And then make the x the subject of the equation. So x is equal to minus 2y minus 12. So once you have done that, it means that you are now able to substitute x in the first equation. So now write down the first equation. You will see, okay, let me choose another color here, right? So this is my first equation. So you substitute the value of x in the first equation. So when you substitute that, it will be 8. The value of x, which we found, is minus 2y minus 12. And this is what we mean when we say substitute. In place of x, we substitute the value which we found. And then you continue working through the example. And you would find that your value of y is going to be negative 5. Now, when you find the value of y, then you can go back to either equation 1 or 2. And once again, you substitute the value of negative 5 in the equation. And you can see it completed here. So where you have y, you substitute negative 5. When you substitute negative 5, you would find that x minus 10 is equal to minus 12. Therefore, x is equal to negative 2. Okay, that's a bit of a dark color, right? So x is equal to negative 2. So our final solution is x is negative 2 and y is negative 5. So similarly now, we are going to work out the next few examples. So you have some time to work out the examples. My first tip to you is isolate or highlight which equation has 1 as the coefficient, right? Then you will find that the challenge becomes a little more real. This is negative y, but it still has a coefficient of negative 1, so you can work with that. Here it is easy once again. This is 1. This is also 1. This is negative 1. And the second challenge here is that you have a fraction. Once again, this is positive 1. Once again, we have a fraction. So I'm going to quickly show you the tricks how to overcome some of these questions in order to solve it very easily. So if we look at, I've chosen 4 examples which are varying in understanding. So it will help you navigate through your learning very much more easily. So in this example, x plus 3y is equal to minus 6. So this is very easy. X is equal to minus 3y minus 6. And then you substitute in the first equation. You substitute in the first equation, and then you get y is equal to 3. And then you follow on with the continuation of substitution as in the previous example. In number 2, I wrote down equation 1, which is 2x minus y is equal to 7. Rewriting this with y as the subject, it will be minus y is equal to minus 2x plus 7. Therefore, y is equal to 2x minus 7. Remember, we divide by negative y, sorry, a negative 1, not negative y, right? So here you divide by negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, and we would the result will be y is equal to 2x minus 7. And once again, you substitute that in your equation. You can substitute it in your second equation or your first equation. Then you find the value of x and find the value of y thereafter and find your solution. So for number 5, as I said, you have a fraction. In order to remove the fraction, you multiply each term by 2. You would multiply each term by 2. So 2x multiplied by 2 will give me 4x. Right? You multiply by 2. Multiply the whole term by 2. Right? So 2 times 2x gives you 4x. This 2 will cancel with the 2 here. Therefore, you're left with minus y. And 4 multiplied by 2 will give me 8. So this is how I get this equation. You can go ahead. Minus y is equal to negative 4x plus 8. In order to find y again, divide by negative 1, negative 1, and negative 1. And the result will be negative divided by negative gives me positive. Positive divided by negative gives me negative. Therefore, y is equal to 4x minus 8. And once again, you continue as I did in the previous example to substitute and finally find the solution of x and y. In number 6, I did the elimination of the denominator of 2. Once again, you multiply the whole equation by 2. So you would get 6x plus 3y is equal to 24. 3y is equal to negative 6x plus 24. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 8. So this gives you your y value as well. So you take this and you know the steps. You will substitute in the equations and finally get to your answers. I hope these little steps and these little helpful hints will help you gain success in this question. Remember, every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. All the best until our next video.